We should be back online now.
I'm not sure why it dropped.
All right, any other questions in reference to that? Ordinance change? Okay, if not, move on to item number 6. Resolution R-23-01, a resolution of the council requesting resignation of the mayor.
I'd like to, before the resolution is read by Councilman Penn, I'd like to make a statement on behalf of the council. Resolution that the council is about to present was not an easy decision, or one that the council wanted to make. Me personally, in most cases, feel that the consequences of how an elected official serves should be decided at the ballot box. However, in some instances, there are exceptions, and I feel this is one of them. The number one thing that needs to exist between elected officials and the citizens is trust. When that trust is broken, action needs to be taken as soon as possible to restore that trust. If there is no trust in our elected officials, the city will not prosper, and it will eventually spiral down. Due to the decisions and actions taken by Mayor Piper over the last 2 months has left this council with no other options. Each one of us sitting up here was voted in by the citizens of the city of Statham. And with that vote comes a certain amount of trust and responsibility. We, as a council, feel that that trust has been broken and lost by the mayor. As a result of this, the following resolution has been presented by the council.
Thank you, Councilmember Patterson. All right, guys, I'm just gonna read it to you. If anybody wants a paper copy, I'm sure we'll provide it for them at some point. So this is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Statham requesting that Mayor Joe Piper resign from office and that a special election be held to fill the remainder of the unexpired term. Whereas on March 10th, 2023, the mayor terminated April Stevens from the position of city accountant. We need to correct that, Jody. It says city administrator. Whereas in connection with the termination, Mayor Piper prepared and executed an agreement for release of claims, in parentheses, the severance agreement wherein the city agreed to pay Mrs. Stevens the net sum of $10,715.06. And whereas Section 4.06 of the Charter of the City of Statham, Georgia, provides that no contract with the city shall be binding unless it, and I don't know why that 2 is in there, but it can be edited.
Because it's paragraph number 2 in that section.
Okay, I got you. That was confusing me earlier. Is drawn by or submitted and reviewed by the city attorney, and as a matter of course, is signed by the city attorney to indicate approval of the form. And whereas Mayor Piper failed to have the city attorney review or approve the severance package dated March 10th, 2023, prior to executing and tendering payment under the same, and whereas such a failure is violation of the city charter, and whereas Mayor Piper has apparently made statements to members of the news media, including the Barrow News Journal, that were either inaccurate or worse, susceptible to misrepresentation, including conversations between the city council and the city attorney, which are potentially privileged as a matter of law. Whereas such statements have given the public a false impression of the authority of the mayor, the propriety of the severance agreement and legal options available to the city council relative to the severance agreement. There you go. Now therefore be it resolved that the city council of the city of Statham, Georgia demands an immediate resignation of Mayor Joe Piper from office, and that Mayor Piper immediately relinquish any and all powers of the mayor to the vice mayor of the city per the city charter and Georgia law. Be it further resolved that the City Council of the State of Georgia desires that a special call election be held as soon as possible to fill the remainder of the unexpired term of the office of mayor.
Any further discussion by the council? Okay. I guess at this point, we'll open citizen input.
Cheryl Johnson, I was gonna try to be last, but no one was picking up. I'm going to play Paul Harvey tonight, the rest of the story. Last month, I addressed a letter that was given to the mayor on March 10th by former Cap City accountant. In that letter, there was a paragraph that addressed me as far as being on the financial committee. And in that letter, there were statements that were untrue. The letter stated I had no experience or knowledge of government finance, financial audit, or government finances. I have worked for a county government in the finance office for over 18 years. It was stated that the mayor witnessed the conversation that took place between myself and the accountant that was in the room. The only other person that was in the room was the city clerk. It was stated that I demand the accountant to be terminated. I did not. It is not my responsibility to ask for any city employee to be terminated. It was stated that I quit because the mayor would not terminate that accountant. No, I stepped down because I was disrespected by the mayor. I asked for his time to talk to him, and he thought to talk to others before he talked to me, and that showed me disrespect. I feel as a government and as leaders, you need to follow what your authority gives you. This letter here, that is of the statement that this employee made of harassment. That one paragraph was so in truth. There were statements about me that were not true. So what does that say about the rest of this piece of paper? What does it say about the people that was accused? I don't know. But it doesn't hold very much weight to me, myself. I realize that not every citizen will agree with our government. What they do, what they choose to do, what they choose not to do. But when the leader decides not to follow the guidelines of its own governing charter and not to communicate with its council, this to me is a leader who has stepped outside his authority and his place to govern our city. There are always consequences. I hate that this has to come to this. I hate how it hit the city. I was hoping and praying when I first moved here and heard the turmoil. I was hoping that our government would turn around. But it has not. So therefore, I am standing with my city council tonight. And I am standing with the other people who have stood up here and requested this. For the reasons the council gives is their legal reasons. Citizens have stepped up here because of things that have not been done, that have been budgeted. For the disappointments. For a city who has stand still for 3.5 years, who have not gone forward. Not in all things. We have prospered in our police department. We have prospered in making the city look better. We have prospered in getting to know our neighbors. But that's not all we need to prosper in. We have to go forward. And I don't believe, Mayor, that you're the mayor I need to go forward with. So I do stand beside my council tonight. Thank you.
Hello, Christine Bogmeyer, 1969 Broad Street. I stand with the council also. I just want to say the past few years, I've seen the mayor make some questionable decisions, some poor decisions, and a lot of inaction on things. The council has approved and budgeted a lot of things to get done, and the mayor has either dropped his feet or not followed through, and the city is not going forward. So I ask for him to resign. Kathy, did it? Okay. Rosie Cross?
Mayor, you painted us in a corner. You have literally painted us in a corner. Okay? The financial aspect of where we're headed right now is, I wonder if it's recoverable. I really do. You put us in positions multiple times. That truck stop, that was your idea. That was your idea and April's. Yes, it was. Because you even made the comment, truck stop be good. That would regulate the gas, help regulate the gas in the city of Staten. And you also made the statement that truck stop was great because they have great food. That was a tough enough fight for the city council, as it was, which could have been stopped right at the beginning. But no, that had to be drug out, had to be taken to court, and had to be fought. This city is going to be in another court fight over something that should not even have been questioned. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, as before, as I had before, you are not the mayor for this city.
Janelle Piper?
I'm Janelle Piper. I live at 459 Cali Lane here in Staten for the past 6 years. And I stand before you tonight as a citizen of this great city. I have sat through almost every council meeting since January 2020. And for the record, one of the meetings that I missed was due to a previous council member demanding that I not attend, which was against my civil rights. I didn't file a lawsuit, which looking back I maybe should have. If I had stood up against the bullying then, maybe we would not need to say any of this tonight. As a private person, I have listened to the same few folks stand here month after month, citing their grievances and listing everything that the mayor could have done differently. I have endured our private life being made very public, heard rumors that are not true, have listened to people stand up here and lie through their teeth, and I have watched you, and hearing the rumors that weren't true, and watched that you tried your darndest to get the mayor to resign. Meanness and bullying are the hallmarks of this city. That is what the citizens are hearing tonight, the meanness and the bullying. It's time for you all to understand that as elected officials, your job is to see that the city functions legally for everybody, not working on your special agendas or acting as a witch hunt mob trying to burn everybody at the stake and burning down what was good for our city. It's about time you all, which includes the hateful-minded people sitting behind me, to just move on with your lives and start doing what is right for the city, and that is to do the job you were all elected to do. Not sit here and act like a judge and jury. The saying goes, people in glass houses should not throw stones. You all live in glass houses, and not one of you have a rosy background. There are skeletons in all your closets, and I think they're a little bit darker than having filed a bankruptcy. You all sit here and demand that the mayor resign. Well, in my humble opinion, not one of you is qualified to take over as mayor, even though you'd like to think you can. You may not like the mayor or me, very personally or professionally, and I know how you all feel about me. It's time to move on and stop trying to change the charter for your own personal agendas. It is time that the silent citizens, the ones that don't come here and fill up the seats, to come forward and speak out against the hate and the meanness that is constantly displayed in this arena. Someone told me on Saturday at Springfest, which I know most of you attended, but did any of you stop at the Lions Club tent and say, you know, you guys did a great job today? No, you all avoided that tent and walked across the street. That they said to me that this city always ran on emotion. They don't know how to run a city. Well, it's time to stop all your nonsense, put your energies into something good. And as a citizen, I'm just plain tired of all your nonsense, and I would like the city to continue to prosper under the current mayor, because he does have us on the right track. What he has done is not what you wanted him to do for your specific agendas, and that isn't right. Thank you.
Can I take my position back? My name is Kathy Bennett. I live on Sunset Drive. I have one question for you, Mr. Mayor. How do you feel that going forward, can you look at me? How do you feel going forward that you can be an effective mayor when your council has asked for your resignation? I understand quite a few citizens have asked for your resignation. How do you feel like you're going to be able to work effectively and move forward?
Want me to answer honestly?
Sure.
My council does not talk to me. They say that I don't talk to them. But my council meets 3 and 4 in a group, unannounced, at almost every meeting. They go to the Mexican restaurant. Now, you can say that you don't talk business. However, it's the perception. But it's okay for the council members to meet as a group. It's okay for the council members to talk amongst themselves and make their decisions prior to walking in this building. And the only time this council talks to me is small talk when they come in here twice a month. So if my council was willing to work with me, I think we could get a lot done. Did I make a mistake? Yes, I did. I spoke with the counselor about this situation with April. What I did not do was to take that contract to him. However, we had a discussion. And so he had a good idea of what was going on. Should I have taken that contract to him and had him review it? Absolutely. Is it a system of life and death or a reason? No, it is not.
But did you attempt to talk to your council members about the contract?
Again, my council does not talk to me.
No, did you go to them?
No, because my council is the one who...
Mayor, this is public comment, it's not supposed to be a back and forth, just so you're aware. I have frozen her time at any time you start speaking, so she still has
Okay.
4 minutes and...
Well, I answered the question. Yes, I think that we could get things done, but we have to work at 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, my understanding, and this is my first time to be at a council meeting in quite some time, so I'm not privy to anything, but my understanding is that a lot of stuff goes on that they don't even know about. I have asked more than once about a specific situation. I didn't know anything about that. He doesn't tell us anything. We don't know what's going on. So, okay, let's say, if starting tomorrow, everybody, can't we all just get along? I'm not real convinced that there's going to be a level of effectiveness that we need. I think that there's a level of mistrust from the citizens.
And I just find it difficult. This is just me personally. If I knew somebody didn't want me, I'd go hide under a rock somewhere. I don't understand why, but that's your business, your decisions. I don't understand why you feel that you can be effective, knowing that there are so many people who don't want you to be mayor. I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Mayor, there are no others signed up.
I want to thank you all for coming and ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor? Thank you.
Y'all want to go to dinner?
Next.
I gotta work.